Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video, my 13,000 subscribers special. Yeah, awesome, amazing. So yeah, thank you everyone for the support. And to kinda celebrate this again across format duel, but between two decks. I think the top two decks everyone asked in the comments from these series. I think very familiar, very well-known decks. For the first one is, you see here, of course, TeleDAD from 2008. I think the deck needs no explanation with triple malicious, the Stratos, the 3 Allure, 3 Destiny Draws, 3 Teleport, the Crush card, and the Judgment, a set of Solemn Judgment. During their time, yeah, I think both decks, so the TeleDAD and the Elemental Dragons, the Dragon Rulers with the babies, both were pretty much tier 0, although with TeleDAD you still had Gladiator Beasts and of course Lightsworns, which were kinda yeah, some decent competitors to TeleDAD. And on the other hand, with Dragon Rulers, you of course had Judgment spellbooks. So yeah, both decks weren't really tier 0, but it was of course very close of being tier 0. So yeah, this is Cesar Gonzalez's decklist for TeleDAD. I believe this is the exact decklist he used to end up first place at the Shonen Jump back in 2008. I'll leave the link in the video description, so feel free to check it out. The second decklist you see here is of course, to my mind, I think one of the best decks. I think the best deck in this game's history. So a regular deck, so no loop decks slash FTK decks. This is Michel Gruner's decklist from the European Championship from last year in 2013, where he ended up second place with of course the Elemental Dragons, Dragon Rulers, Baby Dragons. Yeah, again, I think the deck needs no explanation. Every Dragon Ruler, the big ones at 3 and the small, the babies at 2. 6 hand traps, the Maxis, the Veilers, the 1 Scarecrow, of course card destruction, broken in this deck, and of course super rejuvenation to draw 2, 4 or even 6 cards in the end phase. Shit's crazy. Oh yeah, so let's see which deck is the better one, and yeah, let's put them up against each other. So the first game. So the first duel, I will be the one playing with TeleDAD, my opponent is playing the Dragon Rulers. Then looking at my hand, so no Stratos, no Destiny Draw, my hand is fine. I have already the Wing Blast, very important against this rank 7 Exceed place with the Malicious, so I can discard it. Also the Teleport and the Reborn, so my hand is actually really good. Although I'm up against Dragon Rulers, and that's not good of course. Yeah, he goes for Dracossack, and I think I'm forced to already activate my Ring Blasters. I think my other one is Solemn Judgment, and seeing that he already has discarded, or at least, yeah, sent 4 dragons from his hand to the grave, I want to keep my Solemn Judgment for a possible Super Rejuvenation if he does have it, since now he's already able to draw 4, I believe, in the end phase. And he draws again, discards 2. And he goes for Dracossack, so I think I'm forced to Judgment his Dracossack, and hopefully he does not have a Super Rejuvenation. Of course he has, so he's able to draw 6 in the end phase. And he draws into a second one, and of course Super Rejuvenation is a quick play spell, so we can just activate another one in the end phase to fill his hand, draw those hand traps, and to fill his grave with those Dragon Rulers, and that's not good. So I get my Malicious Engrave, activate its effect. And here I make a minor mistake. It's something I just saw after editing the videos. I should have chained my emergency teleport to the Maxi, so he he would not have been able to draw an extra card for the teleport. And here it's all or nothing. If he draws into his Scarecrow, he wins the duel. If he doesn't, I win the duel with an OTK, and luckily he still has 9 cards in his deck, no Scarecrow, so I can attack for a game. Very close, very nice. But yeah, minor mistake on my part here. But yeah, Justice, since he drew like 12 cards with his Super Rejuvenation. Yeah, of course, makes this... I think he's going to end his first turn with a double Dracossack. I'm not sure if that's the correct play. Yeah, one Dracossack is fine, I think, but you can just end with yeah, Dracossack, 2 tokens and a Redox or something like it. Yeah, something like that in defense, and that should be enough. Unless you have, of course, the Super Rejuvenation. Yeah, you want to just discard as much dragons as possible to get yeah, as many possible draws, of course. So yeah, there it is. Of course, a double Dracossack play. He already has a Corseska in his hand to make a possible level 8 Synchro Crimson later in mind. My hand is actually again, yeah, very decent. Open with Stratos, although no spells, no Allure, no Destiny Draw, which is kind of unfortunate. So I think I'm already forced to put that Dark Armed on board, attack over his tokens, so then I'm able to destroy both his Dracosacks with Dark Armed, so banish both my Breaker and the Diamond Tooth, yeah. So this way I still have the Malicious Engrave ready to yeah, make some level 8 Synchros. Although we know how Dragon Rulers work, they pretty much have 2 hands, so their regular hand and their graveyard. Their graveyard is basically their second hand, and that's why I think Dragon Rulers are pretty much the best deck, since they yeah, they again have 2 hands, so their hand, regular hand, and the graveyard, and yeah, both, or they at least yeah, the bigger dragons, they trigger when banished, so they replenish themselves. It's the deck is just too crazy. I think, yeah, of course, too overpowered. He makes a correct play and goes for Crimson later. So yeah, there goes. Yeah, I think any chance that I could win the duel. I can go for Snipe Hunter, I can go for Doomlord. It doesn't really matter. I go for Doomlord just to be sure to banish his Crimson later. I can't attack because of Doomlord's effect. But as I said, he, yeah, of course, he only has 1 card in his hand. Oh yeah, after the Gold Sarcophagus too. But again, his graveyard is basically his second hand, and he again gets some nice searches and nicely go for an OTK, and I come to scoop here. Yeah, go for the big eye, get my Stratos, and that's game over. Very stupid, but yeah, that's how Dragon Rulers work. Yeah, the 3 boss monsters, the 3 bigger dragons, and the baby dragons. It's just yeah, crazy. I get to start, and my opening hand is very... my opening hand is good, but if I draw into any kind of draw spell, my opening hand is broken. So I can set up Malicious, I can banish the Krabons maybe. Also have the Crush card ready, yeah, ready on the field. So my hand is okay. He goes for Abyss Gaios, which is a decent choice. Yeah, if I can set up my Dark Arm, this Abyss Gaios is pretty much useless, but I see where he's going to. And here, I was thinking, what if I draw into a Destiny draw? I can shit, yeah, excuse my language, all over his face. And I draw into a Destiny draw. He has a Maxi, but it's like YOLO, everything or nothing. If he draws into a Scarecrow again, he can win the duel because of the Dragon Rulers. But I go for double Dark Armed, all or nothing. Use the effect to destroy his Abyss Gaios, and I have the set Crush card still ready. So I can banish my Malicious in main phase 2 if he does have the Scarecrow. And yeah, yeah, if he manages to come back, I still have that Crush card ready. But he doesn't, so I can nicely attack for a game. So GG. Alright, off to the next duel. I'll get to start, activate the lure, banish the Doomlord. My hand is not that great. Set the Phoenix Wing Blast. I also was thinking to banish the Dark Armed, because, yeah, just in case if I draw into a Destiny draw, my Doomlord is the target for the Destiny draw. But yeah, my hand is not that great. He goes for Dracossack, I believe. Yeah, obviously going to a Wing Blast set, discard Heavy Storm. Heavy Storm is not useful. It's not useful against Dragon Rulers at their primes. They pretty much don't play any kind of back row. Maybe the Book of Moon, but I think they're rarely going to set their Book of Moon. Yeah, of course, yeah, depending the situation. He again has Super Rejuvenation, so this is pretty much game over already. He draws 4 in the end phase, replenishes his hand, and at the same time his graveyard is filled with dragons, with Dragon Rulers. I go for Chaos, but yeah, it doesn't really matter what I do here, since he always has the game next turn, because yeah, his hand is too big, his graveyard is filled with dragons. I could have set it the teleport to special summon the Grabbins during his turn, but yeah, then again, what are my plays next turn? He has a Maxi, he has a Veiler, it doesn't really matter, and he also, yeah, goes for Crimson Blader, so it didn't really matter what move I made there. So he spammed his field full of Dragon Rulers and he's able to attack for a game. Yeah, very crappy, but again, there's nothing I can do against Dragon Rulers, and especially if they draw into their Super Rejuvenation. Yeah, without Super Rejuvenation, it's kinda a fair matchup, but yeah, still, if they draw into Super Rejuvenation, it's an unfair matchup. The deck gains so much advantage after activating a Super Rejuvenation. Yeah, it's just crazy. So normal summon straddles, my hand is very good. Set the Wing Blast, I believe, or the Torrential and the Judgment, I think. Yeah. Here I'm waiting with my Torrential Tribute. Maybe he's kind of overextending, not going for the Exceed first. But yeah, he of course makes the good move, goes for Dracossack first. So I think I'm forced to Torrential there. So that Dracossack is an extra target to banish with his Stampest in the grave. But yeah, I think waiting with the Torrential there, yeah, I think I had to wait with the Torrential. Then I'm forced to Judgment this Dracossack again. I'm very low on life points, and yeah, looking at my hand, I can't really do anything. Both the MST and the Heavy Storm are pretty much dead cards. Yeah, go for Chaos again, banish his Blaster, he can search out another Blaster, or the Burner, the smaller Baby Dragon from his, yeah, from his deck. I can't go for an OTK. I think I'm going for Colossal. Yeah, I go for Colossal. But as said, yeah, both the MST and the Heavy Storm are pretty much dead cards. A Wing Blast would have been nice, so I can stop a possible Big Eye or Dracossack play next turn. Or yeah, a Synchro play, whatever. But yeah, as said, he will, I think he's going to make Big Eye with his Dragon Rulers. Yeah, discarded the Reacton to go for the, what is it called? The Redux indeed. Go for Big Eye. He's obviously going to steal the Colossal, and yeah, as said, both my MST and Heavy Storm are dead, so he can just attack for game. Again, very unfortunate, but yeah, this is how pretty much, yeah, full force Dragon Rulers work. I think, yeah, Dragon Rulers are better than TeleDAD. But yeah, I think it's obvious because, again, they have two hands, they can use both their regular hand and the grave, and they can search when they are banished. Yeah, it's just, yeah, the deck is just bullshit. Anyway, yeah, two duels left. Activate Does Shoot on the Reacton, so I see he again has a Super Rejuvenation, which I can't stop. Although, yeah, I think I have the Judgment set, but I am again forced to Judgment this Dracossack, since he's obviously going to pop the back row. So I'd rather have a clear way to attack for a game, or at least, yeah, if I have the possibility to spam my field full. He goes for the Blaster attack over Stratos. I lose 1k damage. I'm, yeah, one turn, at least, yeah, the duel is already 2 turns in, and I'm still left at 3k. Very stupid. But yeah, again, I think I'm forced. Yeah, normal summon the Grabbin, set the Torrential. Again, I have no follow-up play. His Blaster was at 2-8, so going for Goyo, yeah, was still stupid. Yeah, activates Heavy Storm, and yeah, the moment as I saw the Heavy Storm, I again could pretty much scoop it up. He has a gazillion outs to get rid of my field. He goes for Dracossack, and I believe he's going for Scrap Dragon, yeah, to target his own Dracossack. And my Grabbins, his Dracossack will survive thanks to his tokens, but my Grabbins is going to be destroyed. Yeah, so he can nicely attack for a game again. Yeah, I don't know if TeleDAD can really stand up to full force Dragon Rulers. Maybe with Rural Oppression. There was a time that TeleDAD was maining, I think 2, maybe 1 or 2 Rural Oppression in the main deck. It's pretty much the same as now, that pretty much every deck is maining Vanity's Emptiness. And also in the Dragon Ruler format, where Dragon Rulers main decked 1 or 2 or maybe 3 Vanity's Emptiness. So it's yeah, you can compare it to the TeleDAD era when people were main decking Rural Oppression. Here again, I'm forced to activate my Judgment, I believe, on the card Destruction, since It's just crazy when Dragon Rulers activate card destruction and they discard like 3 or 4 dragons. I think I was forced to activate my judgment here, and also because my hand is very good. There is a Maxi again, so it's pretty much again YOLO. I again make the same mistake, not activating my teleport to bypass an extra draw for the Maxi. And that can be crucial, since yeah, it's just 1 extra draw that he can draw into Scarecrow. So it's again pretty much all or nothing YOLO. I'm not going to special summon my Dark Armed, again not wanting to give him an extra draw with the Maxi. And all or nothing attack for 16, no Scarecrow, attack for 18, get in with double Colossal. And that's nicely GG, good game. Yeah, very stupid. So again, all in all, I think compared to if we put both decks paired up against each other, I think the TeleDAD is yeah, it's weaker. Yeah, the Elemental Dragons, the Dragon Rulers, are much stronger than TeleDAD, but I think that's very normal, since again the Dragon Ruler deck has 2 hands. They spam their beat sticks, they gain advantage at the same time. Rank 7 Exceed plays, it's just too strong compared to TeleDAD. But yeah, again, guys, thank you all for the 13,000 subscribers. Again, if you have any suggestions for these kind of cross-format tools, leave them in the comment section down below. I'll keep everything in yeah, some kind of list. Then yeah, necklots. I'm still testing necklots for the moment, but they're up in a few days. Still testing for the right build. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead signing out. Peace.